Better Call Saul Season 5 early reviews are starting to hit the internet, and it looks like, based on the reviews we are seeing, that this season is going to be another season of outstanding television. And before I get into the video, I just want to say that this is my first TV show video on this channel. Obviously I do movie news, movie reviews, and all videos to do with movies, but I'm going to be integrating television into this channel as well. That doesn't mean I'm getting rid of movies. I'm going to stick doing as much movie content as I will TV. But if you're into television, you're into shows like Better Call Saul, Westworld, and all the new shows that are coming out within the next, few months, subscribe to the channel. And also, if you enjoy this video, remember to give it a like rating and let me know down below how excited you are for Better Call Saul Season 5. So without further ado, let's get into these few reviews which have just hit the internet, talking about how great Better Call Saul Season 5 is. Starting off with Kelly Connolly from TV Guide, who says, "This is why Better Call Saul is better at being a prequel than other prequels are. It understands that the tragedy of fate is baked into the story." We also got Gabrielle Bergmoser, I believe that's how you pronounce their name, who says, "As usual, Saul operates with confidence and impeccable craft, sticking to its always steady pace while reminding the audience how far these characters have come and in many cases fallen." We also got Liz Shannon Miller, who says, "Odenkirk as always continues to find new things to explore about this character he's now been playing for 11 years. And then finally from Collider, Adam Chitwood, who says, "Better Call Saul is revealing itself to be a possibly even better series and one with more nuance. In addition to the thematic complexity, the direction and execution of the series is unparalleled to anything on television right now." And all of these reviews are giving it, at least a 9 out of 10. Obviously, Kelly Connolly from TV Guide gave it a 9 out of 10. Gabrielle gave it a 4 out of 5. Liz Shannon Miller gave it a 9.5 out of 10. And Adam Chitwood gave it a 5 out of 5. And I think I've read through these reviews, the actual, full-length reviews on the websites, and most of them are referencing Breaking Bad. I mean, we expect that. They've been doing that for time now, the critics, and I think personally Better Call Saul stands on its own 2 feet, like a lot of these people were saying. But also I think that the fact that we're still comparing Better Call Saul to Breaking Bad just shows how much of an impact Breaking Bad had on the TV landscape. But overall, I think these reviews are pointing out some interesting, themes that are going on this season, and in particular, Collider have said that, as with all the characters this season, the character is wrestling with whether one can still be a good person as he or she increasingly does essentially bad things, some under duress, some at will. And I think that is obviously going to be the main theme that a lot of these reviews have pointed out so far, that's going to carry through into Season 5. And I think we left at a place and what we'd seen in the previous seasons which kind of suggested that that's going to be the main kind of consequence of all of this. And that obviously leads to the fact of how will, Kim and Jimmy, how will their relationship kind of end in this story. A lot of people say that she's going to die. I don't think they're going to go the typical route. I think they're going to go with something that's unexpected but feels right for the story. And I think these reviews point to that, the unexpected nature of Better Call Saul as a TV show, the fact that it's still under the radar and people don't watch this as much as Breaking Bad, when that was out. I think over time Better Call Saul will pick up in steam and become just as popular, but at the minute it hasn't had kind of the cultural zeitgeist that Breaking Bad had. And I think that, the themes that are playing out in the show, how the characters are kind of developing in the show, and in particular Jimmy, leads to the fact that we're in for, for a great finale to this show. And I think these reviews kind of nail on the head that, as a writer, Vince, has really shown across now 2 shows and a film in El Camino, that proves that his writing and the writers behind the shows really know what they're doing, and they know the direction they're taking these characters in. And even though, they plan things out, they've got the room to change things and make them better in the show, and they'll do that if they think the story needs it. And I think Better Call Saul really is shaping up to be a great season of television. I'm so looking forward to this. I mean, I'm someone who's stuck with Better Call Saul ever since, it began, and after obviously the events of Breaking Bad. I was late to watching Breaking Bad. I was one of the people who was introduced to it later, but then obviously after Breaking Bad I started Better Call Saul, and I just can't get enough of it. And I think, you know, just the cinematography, the production on this show, and obviously how it was on Breaking Bad. I think every shot and every, like, you know, wide angle and things that they use really do convey everything the characters are going through, every way that the story is progressing, and the kind of unhinged nature of we just don't know what we're getting into. And I think Saul doesn't know, or Jimmy doesn't know what he's getting into as he becomes Saul. And obviously with the end of season 4, he's now Saul, so this is where it kind of goes off the rails for him, and it's all about how does it go off the rail. And I think the great thing of Better Call Saul, and all the actors and all the people working on this show have said this, that even though you know where Jimmy is going, or even though you know where Saul is going as a character, because we've seen it in Breaking Bad, it's kind of how he gets there that is important. And I think every event that has happened in this show so far has kind of revolved around that, and you're still shocked to see what happens. You're still interested in everything that goes on in all the characters' development, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. These reviews can only mean positive things for this season of Better Call Saul. I myself loved the last season, and I cannot wait to see what direction they take this season in. But let me know down below what you think. Do you think Better Call Saul Season 5 is going to live up to the expectations that we all hope for it? I mean, Vince Gilligan has not let us down, and I'm sorry if I butchered his name there, but I'm terrible with names, and you've probably, if you are subscribed to this channel, you'll probably realise that I've said a lot of filmmakers' names wrong. I'm just terrible with, you know, the pronunciation of some filmmakers' names, so sorry if I butchered that. But overall, I have trust in Vince. I think he's, you know, continuously knocked it out the park with his writing and how he's produced these shows. And even though he's not on the main seat in Better Call Saul, he definitely has a seat at the table, and he's what, you know, thanks to him, I think that's why we're seeing this show really come to the light. And, you know, Saul Goodman is essentially stepping into the spotlight now, that spotlight that was once held by Walter White. He is now kind of that main force in television that I just think is unparalleled when it comes to any other show. So let me know down below what you think of these reviews. I'm going to be doing a review of every single episode of Better Call Saul, along with an overall review of the season once I watch the entire season. So subscribe to the channel if you want to see that, and like the video if you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down below of Better Call Saul Season 5, and in particular its reviews. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I've been Cortex, and as always, make some noise.